begin the stream. I'm gonna have this here for now because why the frick not? We are gonna go back to here. I'm gonna reload this. And there it's going. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna just welcome in all the turtle army right now, even though none of y'all are here because it is pretty late for me to be streaming. But we are going to begin work on the Kryptonians mod. Live stream, yes, Choff, it's a live stream. Congratulations on making it. Well, let's go, he says. Finally, I'm sorry, Choff. I haven't had a good time. I haven't had a good ability to find a time to stream. Whatever. I'm here. Yes, you are. I'm starting the 3-hour timer. We have 3 hours. We need to make a Kryptonian mod, so obviously the first thing I'm going to do is the same thing as I did last time, and we're going to make a Kryptonian potion effect. And now we need to make the effect texture. I said make the effect texture. Honestly, it might have been a bad idea to live stream this, because I might get slowed down, but who cares? Actually, let's take a look at the... Let's move that over there. Superman logo, so it's red like I thought it was. Choff, is there like we need to add bagels? Like what, a kryptonite bagel that hurts you if you eat it? I'm gonna do the classic red and blue, or red and yellow, so let's go ahead and just get like an outline of an S. That way I can start modifying this, basically. I'm actually going to delete all of that. So let's go ahead and get this for now, so we can get like the outside shape, you know? Nope, that looks weird. Let's actually go here. This might be a bit poor S, yeah. I'm not the best at texturing, so I am just kind of throwing it together on however I can at the moment. So unfortunately I did have to obliterate that S. Actually, I have an idea. Let's go down one on all of these. That looks like there's something wrong with it. Just do a diamond. See, yeah, that's kind of what I was going for, is kind of like a diamond shape. And so, as you can see, the S is built out of the red, so what I'm going to do is kind of like take that yellow, that bright yellow, and try adding like bits here. This might look incredibly bad, but or like copy some other MC texture and use it in the canvas. That's not a bad idea. Superman logo pixel art. See, so something kind of like this, I guess. So if I go ahead and do 2 here on the bottom, and then let's do 2 up, and then go over, and I kind of had the right idea here. Actually, I almost entirely had the same idea they did. So we'll delete all of that, and then we'll come up one more. We'll go down like that, and then we'll do down, boom, boom, up, and texture. Oh my gosh, on the little thing you can actually see an S. Oh my gosh, I'm keeping it out of that. Dude, I just got bit by an ant for some reason. Okay, I'm keeping that, so kryptonian symbol. Can't you just copy it, make it smaller, set the color as yellow, and then paint the S, or is it? The way I'm doing it is I'm trying to make everything in the game so that it is specifically like a part of this. Yeah, so now that it's smaller on the screen, you can actually see that it looks like an S in there. So like if I go here, you can see the S in it mostly. So I'm going to keep it like that for the most part. Kryptonian DNA. Actually, no, I'm just going to call the potion effect Kryptonian, and that should be good. How did the ant bite you? I'm not sure. I mean, I felt something painful on my arm, and then I looked over, and I was bit, so there's that. Okay, that should be everything for the symbol. Yeah, okay, Kryptonian right there. So now we need a advancement. Kryptonians trigger. Kryptonian. Become or start as a Kryptonian. Did it crawl on your skin and you just didn't see it? Probably, that would be my assumption. Alright, I need the trigger item, which is going to need the same texture, trigger key. I think it's sent to outer space. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that one, Choff. What time do we have left? Oh gosh, I've already spent twice as long on just this as I did last time. Okay, let's just get the advancement icon. We will go ahead and set it to a no parent root, and then we want it so that if you have the trigger item, damn autocorrect. Whoa, man, what did autocorrect ever do to you? I'm kind of curious if we're gonna get the awesome in here at all tonight. Probably not. I would be a little confused if he did. Okay, so now what we need is we need a way to give you the Kryptonian trigger. I think I got prompted to unemployment. Oh, like the ant did? Interesting. So I'm going to come back into here. So the Kryptonian will have an automatic 8 in armor. Attack damage will have a 4. Flying speed, let's do 3. Jump strength will just go up a little bit normally. That should be good. 0.07, that should actually be way too much, honestly. For max health, we'll do 8. And then mining efficiency, we'll do 3, and movement efficiency. Actually, well, yeah, we'll keep that. And then for the very last one, in NA right now, it's like 10:50. Oh, dang, it's way late for you. Holy crap. Oxygen bonus, we'll do 10. Alright, so those are all the base Kryptonian attributes that you should get when given that. Since he's like 5 years old, his parents probably told him to go to bed. No, he's not 5, he's older than that. I think he's like 10 or 11. Alright, so that should be all the basic things there. So now we need a procedure. Okay, grant Kryptonian possibility. So when player joins the world, we want it to, if math random integer between 1 and 10 equals 1, advancement, add advancement 2. Still, he's like 10. Yeah, I mean, you're not much older, aren't you, Choff? I thought you were like 13. Don't attack me if I'm wrong. That's just what I thought. Kryptonian control unit. So, player tick update. Is that Scratch? I have Scratch. But no, this is just a similar coding base it makes it easier for people to make the mods if it's in this style of coding. I'm like 15? Oh, you're older than I thought you were. But close, you're close. Okay, so... message retracted. Oh, you don't want that being there permanently, is my assumption. Let's create a new variable. Kryptonian check. Player persistent. Logic. Okay, and be set to false. So, I should be able to go into here. Actually, I'll have to reload it, won't I? Yeah, I had to reload it. So, if check is equal to false, oh wait, hold on. Wait, I don't want that in there, I want this in here, oops. Oh man, I just wasted some time. It's been like, I haven't used mCreator in a while. It's been like 6 years. mCreator's a lot of fun. The other day I actually, well, I guess yesterday I made myself a Flash mod, so that was cool. Equal to false, do this, and then set logic to true. So when you join the world, if it's equal to false, it'll try this, and it'll trigger you into a Kryptonian 1 out of 10. Okay, perfect. And then so in here, if you have the active potion effect, it doesn't really need to do anything yet. We just need to do a command grant Kryptonian DNA. Grant Kryptonian DNA. Call procedure. Okay. Procedure. Grant DNA. Or NAD. I spelled that wrong. Advancement. Add advancement to event. Duplicate. I remember having a sort of Scratch feel to it. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about it, is how it feels like Scratch. Almost every mod you see that I've ever made has been made using this. but I never used it for long since I'm not too fond of Java. I love Java. You will never see me do anything that isn't Java. Alright, so this will grant you that, and then this, if you advancement. But it's complicated. It's complicated, but I'm getting used to it. Oh yeah, no, coding is a great field. If you have any sort of potential in that, I would suggest going completely all the way for it. Let's see, how much time do we have left? I actually didn't spend as long as I thought I would on this, if I'm going to be honest. Probably I need to pull up that Superman thing once more. But for now... Okay, we're going to turn off that music so I don't lose my mind. And we're going to go ahead and see if I did it correctly. Hello? Alright, so if I just slash grant kryptonian DNA... Dude, it worked first try. Holy crap. So if I go can't fly yet, but if I go back into creative, I should be like super fast. I'm not that fast. So you get a lot of durability. Also, what? Speed, mining efficiency, so kind of increases your ability to mine quicker. Not by a lot. Okay, cool. So I have the kryptonian stuff. Cool. Kryptonian control unit. If has active potion equals true. For 3 whole months after I saw the video of you practicing PvP, I decided to grind to get level 20 in Hive Bridge. Oh! I challenge you to a Pokemon battle? Wait, you can... that's a thing? I suppose I'll have to find a time when I can do that then. If you know what I mean, but not really. Not necessarily. Regeneration. Allow to fly. If true, because that will be permanent. What else can a Kryptonian do? Hashtag PvP. Pokemon v Pokemon. Okay, so regeneration. Should I do resistance? No. Okay. Let me just make sure all of this is fine as is. Okay, everything else shouldn't need to be there. Actually, I'll do fire resistance. Bridge solo match? Oh! I know what that is. Alright, how long do I have left? 2 hours and 40 minutes. Holy crap. Okay, so that should work all fine. Yep, okay. What's next? I need to add in the lasers. How am I going to do that? I also 1v2'd someone in one. Oh, that's better than me. Projectile, laser. We're going to do air for this. And then we're going to have it so that it ignites on fire. No. Anyway. Never did that once. I think that's good. All projectile flying. We want this to spawn particles in a 0 by 0 by 0 with 0.5 speed. And now we need to figure out which one we should use. And rod explosion. I don't remember which one is Firefly. We'll do fireworks sparks for now. How about you add mini superhero guys that follow you around and attack mobs for you? I could do like the Superman's robots. Eye laser. R. I need it to shoot a projectile of type laser. Speed 1, inaccuracy none. Oh my goodness. Damage, we'll do 1. Piercing, none. Pickup, nope. So we want to shoot slowly as a test for now. So this is just what we want for now to test it out. What the frick? Oh, I didn't forget nothing, definitely. I didn't do anything. I didn't do it. Okay, time to test. Make sure that I do or don't or wiki woo. Okay, so I got the regeneration, I got the fire resist. Oh, I need to stop it from following, and I need to remove that. Or maybe a craftable item that has a sidebar, some amulet or a slot bar that certain items can fill up. Or to explain it better, an area on your screen where you can equip gems that give you certain powers or abilities. I could probably do that with a different one, if I'm gonna be honest. Disable gravity, that's what I was after. And I want to repeat and await. So shoot and then wait. No, I'm gonna have to do that now. I'll just do it like this. So we'll have it shoot 6 times when you press it, and that should have it blast forwards with like a white laser for now. It'll have to be white because I can't figure out how to get it to turn red. Are you a command person or a redstone guy? I am neither. If I had to choose, probably redstone because I at least somewhat understand redstone. I can actually work with redstone. I have no idea how commands work. So that kind of is doing what I wanted it to. Kind of. We still gotta go fix a part of it, because I forgot to. This needs to be 0 speed. Okay. That's the eye laser for the most part. Let's have it wait 8 ticks and then shoot one. 103. I made an entire vanilla custom item. It has custom animations. Effect. I like that. That's pretty cool. Levitation. Oh, what do you mean by levitation? Special areas, you can equip it for extra effects. So if you like put it on like a jacket, it does something different than a hat. That's kind of cool. In Bedrock Vanilla, yeah, you're way better at commands than I am. Ooh. You know what? It's slow, but I think that works. In my head, that works. It does suck that it is white, but I think that's fine. Oh yeah, you can fly because you're a kryptonian. Hold on, we need to summon a pig. Slash summon the frick. You need to do way more damage. Yeah, I'm gonna make that do more damage. I'm just gonna watch for now. Oh, okay. We need to summon another pig though. Oh. I'm gonna remove the stupid jump thing. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm gonna make the laser do more damage for now. Okay, so laser needs to do way more damage. You should be able to one-shot most things. Okay, so that should do more. And here we want to get rid of jump strength. Max health can go up a little bit. So can armor. Not that much. Attack damage can probably stay the same. Oxygen bonus, cool. And it should be all of the actual like kryptonian abilities. Use like a red laser that's a beam. I'm gonna eventually switch it to a red particle effect, but considering how limited I am on time, I need to get the abilities to work first. Okay, well that was way more health than it should have added. What the frick? Okay, so now if we do summon pig, it doesn't one-shot him. Okay, so I think I need to change something about it. I'm gonna leave this forest though. I don't like this place. This is much better. Yeah, so I'm gonna set the health back to where it was beforehand, before I mess with it. Uh, 8. 10 shot him? I have no idea what you mean by that. I'm gonna be honest. 5. Okay, so right now the laser is a fireworks spark, but we can try out the current down. I have no idea what that means. So we gotta remember, fireworks spark is where it is normally. And so for now, we can go into block bench. And we can actually start making our first kryptonian suit. Raw speedster. I'm kind of shocked that it still has this. Took you 10 hits to kill 1 pig. Yeah, that's not this. It's not that anymore. I promise. I changed it. Create texture. Texture. Kryptonian solar suit. Yeah. Okay. So the head. Oh boy. Why is it all? You know what would be cool? What? What would be cool? While I try and do this as quick as possible. Modded entity. Okay, delete. I should be able to just leave this as is. Kryptonian. If we had a duel with the mod, like with the one I'm making, that could actually be fun, yeah. Texture, solar suit. Okay. You didn't do what you were supposed to. So, left leg, right leg layer, left arm layer, right arm layer. Yeah, we could have a duel with pretty much any of the things I've made, honestly. Body, head can stay, hat layer can go there. Body layer. Right arm, left arm, right leg, left leg. This takes way too long, bro. Oh my goodness. Leg, duplicate, and duplicate. Do you have a specific thing you would want to do with though? Alright, that should be good. Alright, there we go. There's that. So now, I need to rename this. And I need to rename this. I am not gonna get this done, I don't think. I'm gonna try MC Creator and see if it's any good to me anymore. I strongly encourage that. Right leg layer. Right leg layer. Oh no, there's need to be opposite. Left leg, so left leg layer. Up there. Left leg layer 2. Right leg layer. Hello? Okay. I'm gonna just delete this as is. Okay. I don't know why it was being so difficult, but it looks like it is the way I want it to be now. Yeah, alright, cool. Okay. We now have the base of the model, I believe. So this is going to be what I try to use in all my stuff. Currently I'm making my own Bedrock realm with 90% of it vanilla and 10% modded. I should make my own realm, honestly. Delete and delete. I feel like if I made a realm, that might be a mistake, though. Boom, and just a little bit further. It keeps you occupied, especially since there's many cool things you can add. Oh, agreed. There are so many cool things you can add. Okay, that should work. Oh, they keep calling me, man. Okay, that should be everything. Now, if I just create the solar suit texture, especially in Java, yeah, that's part of the reason I do so much stuff in Java, is because of how useful it is, you know? So basically, the entire thing needs to come back now. And I need to get rid of all the layers. What the frick? Edit. No. Ugh. This could have been bid. I don't know why it tried reorganizing me again. That was really friggin' annoying. Hello? Oh, okay. It is there. So if I just... Bro, why did you not use the full tool? Don't question me, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think through things, man. Okay, anyways, we're just gonna paint bucket all of this. Nope, that can't be painted. Gonna get rid of it. Boom. Fill tool. Yeah. I should have. I should have, but I did not. So let's get rid of the arms. Nope. Nope. It doesn't look good either. That would have saved you so much time. Probably, honestly. Yeah, probably. I'm gonna be honest. That does not look at all what I thought it was going to turn out as. That might be too long. Well, now you know, I guess. Yeah. Now I know. Not 10 minutes ago, though. We need this, so yeah, it came down. So that's about as good as I'm gonna get. Superman Minecraft skin. We're gonna get inspiration from some of these people. So yeah, so they did 2 and then met downwards, so we'll just do what they did, kind of. Ah, yeah, that looks way better. Okay, and so now we want it. Boom, 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 boom. That's not quite what I had in mind. I was hoping for something more like that. I guess we'll just do what the official skin did, you know? I could have sworn you just said something. Why do I keep thinking you're saying something and then you don't end up saying something? Is that really the best I can do for an S? There's no way, right? I guess that might have to be the best I can do. So what? Let's try that design. But, oh no. New York K? That's what I think that means. I don't know. I'm losing my mind here, guy. Man, I am not doing well here. I'm just gonna stick with this one. It'll have to be this one. It means now you know. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why you are subscribed to me. I'm not very smart. Guess I am also slightly stressed about getting this mod finished. Okay, so now that's all completely white. Oh, and if you're wondering why I didn't just use like the splash bucket tool here, because it does that. Alright, let's go ahead and get right arm, left arm. So this is the solar suit as of this moment. So let's see what happens when I try and add in a bunch of layers. Yo, it didn't mess it up. That's awesome. Now that you mention it. Remember that survival world from like 2 to 3 years ago? From 2 to 3 years ago? I didn't... Are you talking about my stream world? Head animation, head movement, right arm, left arm, right leg 2, left leg, left leg, left leg, head animation. Yeah, so I had found another YouTuber that hosted a survival world that I met Tudor in. Oh, so that's where you met Tudor. Solar suit. I kinda hated him for a while. Oof. That sounds like some beef I need to hear about. didn't think I had. Space. Since I was what? Curious? What do you mean curious? I decided to join the world. Oh? I feel like you're slowly advancing the story just to... Now, I had no freaking clue you were a YouTuber at that point. Oh? It's kind of impressive. Repair items? I'll make one later on. I just want to see if it'll work. So, I did dumb stuff. Dumb stuff like what? As 12 to 13-year-old me would do. I mean, a lot of us are dumb at 12 to 13. That was pretty stupid back then. Okay. Yo, I'm a kryptonian now. I was stealing from Mighty Beans. Wait, what? Why can I still jump so high? And stuff. What do you mean you were stealing from him? On the world you were still on? I'm not entirely sure if I know what you're talking about, if I'm gonna be honest. We had a private chat about that M person? Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. And everyone else left. Oh, wait. I think I know what you're talking about. Wait, isn't that like the person you had a crush on that we were talking about? I think I found your channel after either you or Tudor told me. Yeah, because I know you came from Tudor because you're in his server or whatever. That's how I found your channel. Yeah, I know that you only found me because of Tudor. I do know that part. So, what do you think of the in-game model? Had a crush on? I was talking to someone about someone they had a crush on, and your story made me think of it, so I was thinking, hey, maybe it was you. I guess I was wrong. Disable the helmet there. Boop, 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 boop. Anyway, I would never have a crush on that Goodford. Anyway. No, it was someone at their school. The person I was talking to was somebody at their school. Solar boots. Solar legs. Odd. What do you mean my suit looks odd? I mean, it's the solar suit. It's supposed to be like the basic kryptonian armor, you know? If it was someone you had a crush on, if you remember. Oh, we're talking about Mao Mao. Yeah, she's not Mao Mao anymore. She changed her handle. Her online identity. She abandoned it and left us absolutely defenseless. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it as this solar chest. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really follow Miss Mao Mao anymore. I kind of lost interest in her content. There we go. Alright, so now we have the basic powers. So actually, I want to start with sprinting. So if yeah, so if you're sprinting, so it adds speed 18 to you for 20 ticks. There we go. So now you can shoot lasers, you have speed, you're super strong. So basically all we need to do now is delete this and create a new texture for Superman. What did it do? So what if we just duplicate, delete the initial one, and come in here, and we do it like this. Take off all the layers. Okay, there we go. I could understand liking some random person on YouTube who may or may not have a very cute profile picture calling you a good boy, but what I cannot understand is why you would know she has a boyfriend and still have a crush on her. Oh, trust me, once I found out about the boyfriend, which she didn't have a boyfriend until I'd already been crushing on her for like about a month, and then when she got the boyfriend, that's when I left. That's some high level of weird. Yeah, well, she didn't have a boyfriend when I had a crush on her, so. Superman. New 52. I'm sorry, 52, which is my favorite version. Full body. Probably go off this, or should I go off this? That's nice. Oh, yeah. So we will turn to a beautiful dark blood red and just texture over the gray, and then get like a nice yellow, maybe a brighter yellow. I'm on an arc to be single for my entire life. Bro, me too. That is completely relatable. But it's very hard to do. What do you mean hard to do? That's one of the easiest things in life, is to just be single forever. Yeah, alright, so now if I just get the red, and I can, oh gosh, paint bucket and paint bucket. So now I'm on it, so I take that and that, just like that, and then have it come around here. Boo-yah. Then take an eraser, get rid of the body for a second. Actually, I want to paint bucket these. There might not actually be as much into this as I thought there was. The thing is, it's not like I don't want to have a girlfriend, it's just that since I'm a very romantic person, I know it's very hard to continue after having a breakup. I can second that. That is pretty difficult. That is one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do. Now I'm gonna get a little personal here. Alright. I am your therapist until this timer goes off. I'm streaming, and I'll probably even stream a little bit longer than that because I want to get this mod fully done. Right arm, left arm. Oh god. That could have been ugly. I'll put on the right, not the layer, I want the body layer. Go to the arms. So I think, yeah, it goes down slightly, so we will go down here, and boom. Just like that. Right arm, left arm. I think he has, yeah, he has red cufflinks. So we'll put on the layers, and then we'll get rid of the body, and then we will come here and oh, I didn't realize I'd already done it. Okay, so all that should be left is to put on the boots. Yeah, alright, cool. Layer and layer. Nope, those aren't the right layers. Right leg 2. Okay. So I have a problem with my affection in which at some points in time I will love almost every girl I see in sight. And it's a very bad issue and feeling, and I have been controlling it, but sometimes it gets out of hand, and then the intrusive thoughts come. That's not totally abnormal. I actually did experience emotions like that where I would just immediately fall in love with a person the second they showed me like any sort of kindness at all. I'm pretty sure that's just like a normal emotion people have to deal with, you know? Could be a sign of emotional unraveling, but I don't think so. I'm not a doctor. Do not quote me on anything I say in regards to mental or physical health. But yeah, as long as you don't act on the intrusive thoughts, they shouldn't actually be all that bad because you have to let yourself have them in order to learn how to cope and deal with them. And trying to repress them is actually where a lot of school shootings happen. But again, I'm not like a professional. You can't quote anything I'm saying. I'm just saying what I think I understand it as. Superman. So naturally, I have decided to not have a girlfriend, so I do not cheat on anyone. I suppose that does make some sense. You know, I hope what I just did actually even works. Or make anyone feel bad because of my problem. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say to that because you could make someone feel bad, but at the same time, it's like not entirely your fault. I mean, there's no excuse for cheating, but also at the same time, it's understandable as to why. Like, I understand the feeling of liking multiple people, so I don't really know what to say, you know. That might be fine. Okay, now we're gonna go try out the Superman costume and see if I did that right or if I have to completely start over. And we are at, crap. I've used up an hour of my time already. But hey, that means I have been streaming for an hour. I mean, you can't just blame anything or anyone else for cheating or having a lack of self-control. Yeah, I suppose that's fair. That is not the sound effect that needs to have. That's not the sound effect that needs to have either. Okay, so that kind of behaved the way I thought it would. What the frick? Oh, it's literally a bubble. If I cheat or do anything that's behind someone's back, that's Me, not something else, like that's entirely my fault. Well, I suppose that's technically the truth. One should never look for a reason to not take blame, but also shouldn't have to suffer the blame single-handedly. Here's the Superman costume, though. I mean, the cape's a little wonky, but it mostly works the way I thought it would. Basically, right now, we should just do a wee cheeky thing that I'm gonna do. Tools, create texture. Red. Actually, let's go way down. Like that. Red dot. Particle. Particle. I'm gonna talk about some positive stuff. Yeah, positive fields. Red dot. Disable particle size variation. No. Visual scale, that should be good. Yes, it does. Should glow at least. Animated texture frames, don't have any of those. Particle gravity. Shouldn't have any of that. So that should be all good as is. If we go here, we should just be able to do red dot. And that should make it better. Do you accept my offer to duel and bridge? Yes, indeed, I do. We'll have to find a day where I'm, like, not busy, which means it might have to be late at night. But yeah, for the most part, I don't see any problem with accepting. Pants. Issue gonna be where it's a little weird. Okay, so I need red. So I go ahead, if I just this is going to be ugly. Okay, well somehow I actually got it to look okay. I don't know how I did that, but I did. And I'm proud of the fact that I did. Superman chest. I have no idea how I pulled that off. If you're wondering what the frick is he making, don't ask. Good part. Superman boots, Superman leggings, Superman suit, top, Superman suit bottom, and then Superman cape attachment. Alright, that should be all the basics. What the frick is her making? I'm making Superman. Okay, so that actually looks not that bad, if I do say so myself. Okay, and so in here, and I have the cape and everything, and it does this, but it's fine, it's fine. And then, so, that's not exactly the way I wanted the laser beam to work, but you know what? It's fine. You are a super fist, though. Whee! Alright, so you're fast, you can fly. Ow. That's great. Super AC? What do you mean, super AC? What is Superman AC? Oh wait, doing this technically means I should be able to... Yeah, you can have the cape attached, like, on the normal... on the solar suit. Alright, so that doesn't look too bad. Slash time, set day. So we're actually... Damn autocorrect. I find that very funny. Ow. Okay, so how do you think we should be able to make the Superman and the solar suit costumes? Issues. I still need to figure out how to... Like, how the heck do you mistake Superman for Super AC? I've learned to not question autocorrect because it just questions the wrong things. Root beer. Alright. So I think I'm going to make a syringe. But to do that, I need to make a kryptonian water. No, that was root beer. Kryptonian entity. Oh no, my main enemy? I need to stay dehydrated. No, you gotta. Actually, no, it's not a good idea to stay dehydrated. By the power vested in me, I commend the hydrate and stuff. Let's see, what skin should I use? No, not the room temperature water that tastes like crap. Yes, the room temperature water that tastes like crap. I'm kind of curious as to see how this will look. Wait, no, I need white and gray. And for this, I need main hand, offhand, helmet, chest plate. Yes. Take the damage. 83. Let's do 3. 3. It should be good. Let's have it so it drops 10 experience points. Movement speed. Excuse me. So it will be immune to. Okay, so it won't be immune to drowning. It will be immune to these. Actually, you can explode it. You can arrow it. And you can trident it. So those are the ways you'll have to be able to kill it. So let's save the mod element. Let's have it so the AI is a mob that only attacks when hurt. Call for help it shall. Okay. So now when they die, kryptonian bone. I'm gonna use a bone. Wait, can't I just use the bone for the normal game? Kryptonian bone, baby. Da, da. Alright, so now when you have the kryptonian bone, I have no idea what to do from there. So I'm just gonna do the kryptonians. Wait, so do you actually like hate water? Like, why would you hate water, man? Oh, my live stream hasn't been showing me for the last 3 minutes. I own 2 sloths. I have many questions. Well, that could have ended badly if it hadn't done that. Oh my goodness. Copy live chat. I'll go back to there in a second. Boom. Okay, here. Go there, live chat, and the one is named Munchies and the other is Spring. Interesting. Oh no, I just don't drink. It's starting to sound like you need to go have a drink. Are we getting clear? I have a hiccup. Oh yeah, so enough kryptonian bone. I drink everything else other than water. Kryptonian potion. Potion of kryptonian DNA. Madonna. Add new effect. Kryptonian for 600 effects. It's most definitely not infinite. Amplifier 1. Does the off-brand soda that tastes like crap count? Hey, I drink the off-brand soda that tastes like crap, except I don't really think it tastes like crap, so there is a difference there, I think. Change this to blood red. Hey, it changed color. I know how to do it. I did it right, baby! Oh wow, we actually have a bunch of other people here in the stream. I'm kind of shocked. Let's see how many people have been here at all. Hello? Why are there 2 beat Minecrafts with the Omnitrix? I already did that one. Suggestion? What do you mean, suggestion? Connector encoder. I'm already live. What are you talking about? End stream? No, we still have another hour and a half. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, recipe, brew, kryptonian potion. What do you mean, imagine? Hello, super turtle person? My name is the Quick Turtle. How dare you? Kryptonian bone. Awkward potion. And it'll give your... Wait, what? Yes, the Kryptonian potion. Hyrux the Kitsune. Yes, indeed. It's pronounced Rue, right? I haven't pronounced your name in a while. Go 3, go up 2, go up 2. Go up like this, up like this. Just like that, and then we want to fill it with red. And then we can hit it with that. And then we can hit it with 3, 3, 3. Or not. Let's just hit it with this. Save this texture as blood thingy. Hey, Quick Turtle KO, you should set up stream loot so I can buy cards and throw them at you during streams. What? Hold on. Stream loots? Monetization platform? What? Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out later. Why is your profile picture supposed to be... I'm not even trying to be rude here, but it looks like a pumpkin and a parrot? My profile picture? Oh, like this? The turtle? Or is it like my Minecraft one? Like if I come in here to YouTube and I like go here, you know? My first video. I'm gonna have to check him out. Look at his skin. Look at this dude's skin. Look at his skin. This dude is just another me. Why are there so many me's? blood syringe. For some reason, I can never remember how to spell that dang word. No, Rue. Yeah, okay, you're talking to them. I see. I'm not even offended. Use properties. Put in the kryptonians. Streamloots lets you buy cards for streamers, and like 90% of the money I think goes to you, and it lets viewers play pranks on you. Was his skin made before you? No. If you CCC, it's his first video, and it was 10 days ago. So, or did you make yours first? I've had my skin for over a year now, so. I mean, it was mostly a joke. It was sort of like that one joke video I made a while back, where it's like, that's not actually what happened, but it is funny to say. Properties, use properties, animation. That would be crossbow charging for 32. And then when player finishes using item, it will be just adding an advancement. It's so much simpler. Yo, Choff. Oh, you're gonna leave? No. Oh, well. I was gonna ask how often you watch my normal videos, but if you gotta go, you gotta go. See you later, Choff. We will remember you and see ya. I'm also modding right now, and I'm gonna return to doing so. Am I gonna go back to being alone? You're gonna leave me. Yeah, this one's not gonna be anywhere near as good, but it'll be fine. Superman cape attachment, so kryptonian spawning, blood syringe, potions, arrow of kryptonian DNA, lingering potion of kryptonian DNA, potion of kryptonian DNA 2. You said what? What did I say? Alright, let's see. So, this is the kryptonian. Ooh, that doesn't look bad, actually. Oh my gosh. Gosh dang, this thing is fast. Ow. Ow. You know what? Take this. Take that. Oh, it doesn't even drop it yet. Man, if you aren't a Kryptonian, you aren't gonna die to this guy. Holy crap, he actually does a lot of damage. Holy... Stop it, man. This dude does a lot of damage. Holy crap. Slash give dev Darmidax. Oh! I guess he doesn't have as much health as I thought he did. It's not quite. Slash revoke Kryptonian DNA. Cool. Okay, well, Superman costume itself actually still provides quite a bit of stuff. So if I splash myself with kryptonian DNA, that didn't do crap. Right, I forgot that these potions aren't really good for use. Yeah, you know, we'll never understand what's up with those. Yeah, cool. Okay, so that perfectly gives it to you. Cool. So I need to fix two things real quick. So, I need to make it so the Kryptonian entity actually drops the Kryptonian bone, but also has a chance of dropping a second one. And then I need to make it so that this will remove one of the blood syringes when you use it. Okay, so this adds in Kryptonians you can fight. They drop bones. You can grind those bones up in a brewing situation, and you can create Kryptonian potions of like the blood. And then I still haven't made it so you can make the syringe. So I think I'm gonna do is just make it so that if you like surround, no, not like that. I know what I'll do, but I'll do it here in a second. That way I can finish testing. Okay, so I want a brewing stand. I want a bone. I said a bone. Kryptonian bone. I mean, there really is no reason for it to look any different than normal stuff. So, bone. Awkward potions. Blaze powder. On there, this. I don't think I adjusted how long it takes to make, so this should just be able to go good after here, you know? All these should turn into kryptonite DNA potions. Potion of kryptonian DNA. Local brewery. Cool. Visual. I should try to make a potion out of these. Alright. So now I want it so crafting recipe make blood stuffs. So in the middle, if you get a DNA potion. Hello? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Screw it. I'm gonna have to make my own. Fake potion. Potion of kryptonian DNA. Properties. Boom. Kryptonians. Visual. That means I need to make one. Yay! Oh, fuck me, bro. I don't know that it even has the classic bottle color. Yes, it does. Okay. Now I'll take this, boom, and then we can just save as DNA denad. We'll do that, denad. Item. Wow. Save mod element. Denad. Iron nugget. And a what should the end be? Should it be quartz again? Yeah, I'll do quartz again. And that'll give you the blood syringe. Raw iron and quartz. So, I'll make it so kryptonian potions you can't do anything with because for some reason it handles potions a very specific way. Okay, we'll do this. Procedure. Change potion. Player tick update. Player. Add. Remove. So yeah. If has. What do you mean? Okay, we're gonna completely bypass that and it's just gonna make it here. Screw that, bro. I'm not doing all that complicated BS. Which means there's a kryptonian potion in here for no reason. That doesn't do anything now. Not to mention it doesn't even work. I gave an amplifier, so why doesn't it... I don't... We are going to ignore this. We're going to borrow some more potions. Should I do like a neutralization agent? No. Okay, so I don't actually need any of these. Because if I revoke my DNA... Alright, let's just throw these in there. Throw these in there. And then toss one of those in there. See, drink it, nothing. Drink it, nothing. Drink it, nothing. Boom. Potion of kryptonian DNA. And they stack. So, now if we just do a crafting table, quartz and iron nugget. Go back to survival. So you can just put that there, and then you can put that there, and this will give you a blood syringe. And so if you go ahead and use a blood syringe, it gives you a kryptonian effect. And so for the Speed Force, or like my Flash mod, I made it so you lose your powers if you die, but in this one, you are just permanently a Kryptonian now, so yeah. I don't really feel like making it so you lose it, because, I mean, you're going to put in all the work for it, you might as well get to keep it, you know? And then you can put on the armor. Wait, I need it to be on fire. Wait, I have an idea. Because all I should have to do, theoretically, so it does light on fire. Save. Eye laser here. Fire. Save. So now, and then if we go ahead and do the laser hits block. So get block at the one it's hitting, and then if it is the same block as sand, fine, I'll just do that. So actions, place block at there with glass. And then I should do it so that if the block is, I shouldn't need to do that, it should just light it on fire when it hits it, because it'll already be on fire, I don't know. So you should be able to cook your opponents alive, and you should be able to punch right through them, you should be able to zip around and fly and do all the fancy stuff. So I have another hour and 11 minutes. That means I can go ahead and I could try adding an animation so when you fly, except there are so many. What did I eat to give myself hunger, the frick? Okay, I need a pig or something. You can... Alright, because yours is basically immune to fire. Flames! I like this. You don't gotta wait for anything. Actually, what this means is you can just, like, mine up the sand. Or if you take the sand, you can pillar it up the way you want it to, and then you can just boop, 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 boop. Instant. Slash summon pig. Nice. Free cooked food on the go. And so you have the Superman outfit. You have a way to get it, so let me think about my checkmark list. Hold on. So if you can kill a Kryptonian, which they should only spawn in dark places, so at nighttime, which I'm gonna change so they spawn during the day. And then, so they don't attack you unless you attack them, but if you do attack them, you can kill them, and you can get a kryptonian DNA. All you need is one, and then you can make the blood syringe. So it's not stupid difficult, but it's not easy either, because you have to fight one. Time, set, day, so / revoke kryptonian DNA. So / clear. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself full netherite. Enchanted steak. Boom boom. I made a steak. A steak. Oh god. It's in my brain and it won't go away. I didn't really need to make that, but okay, so this should be more than everything you should need. You have a shield, you have your netherite sword. Let's get some potions of instant healing too. Let's do that, and then we'll do strength. Strength 2. Don't think I'll need speed for this, but maybe. Oh. Swiftness 2. Okay, so this should be everything I need. I still need to spawn one in. Silly me. So if I get rid of those. Alright, so I have no enchantments, but I do have strength and swiftness, so I'll just put that down. That's going to need to be removed, like this very second. But if I put those on... Ouch. Okay, yeah, so you can defeat him not that hard, actually. If you're in full netherite, he goes down easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So let's just boom, boom, boom. Grab another one. I'm going to get rid of netherite. Okay, so in fully diamond gear, we should theoretically not stand so much of a chance. So in full diamond gear, without any enchantments, can we defeat a kryptonian? Because we can if we have netherite. So if we come and we'll run up. Ow. Frick, bro. What's up with your leg, bro? Okay, so this is acting like more of a fight. Okay, I actually have to eat this thing. I do know that I'm wasting time doing this, but it is kind of essential that I know, like, the power level. Oh my gosh. Finally. Okay, yeah. So in full diamond, so he's about as strong as he should be. I'll go ahead and increase his actual attack strength like once, just for the fun of it. Yeah, because I can just come in here, I can throw in my kryptonian bone, and yeah, you can easily make stuff there. And if you have a brewing stand, I mean, I didn't even use any potions, honestly. Should I do it again? No. Yeah, so that seems relatively. That I feel like I'm missing something. Hold on. Ah, I was missing something. He's Frost Breath Laser. Frost Beam. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. I need some sort of way to Helios. I don't quite have the expertise on how to apply the freezing effect. Helios, what are you doing? Helios. Can you stop, please? Thank you, cat. Don't give me that look. You know you're not supposed to do that. Okay, modifier, maybe? Nope, that didn't do what I wanted it to. Submerged mining speed. I mean, really, I thought it would just be an effect, honestly. You can remove specific potion effects now? Okay. Remove modifier. I mean, really, is it not just a potion effect? Like, I could have sworn, dude. That. How to apply freezing effect in Minecraft. How to start freezing effect. Powdered snow. Amplifier? Mod/, the frost overlay. Yeah. Overlay. What? I don't want to do that. I don't believe it isn't a status effect. You can summon a block. Just give the withering effect to players in areas frozen, then just use the freezing overlays. It does. Okay, fine. I will have it so that when it hits entity, oh, trigger game event. Entity damage die. Wait, hold on. Type. Damage source of type. Player. Deal damage. No, damage. Get damage of. Deal damage to. From source type. Freeze. Yeah. Yeah. I'll do 5 damage. That might be a lot, actually. Let's do 3. That might still be too much. Alright, so... Oh, wait, hold on. I want this. Nope. Poop. Obsidian. And then we want a plus, so it's y plus 1. Boom. With fire. And then that one does glass. This one should work. And then we want it so if we keybind, shoot, frost, breath. On key pressed. Arrow of type, shoot, arrow of type from frost breath. Damage 3. Speed 1. Fire, no. Just like all of that, just like all of that. Frost beam. Should, yeah, disable gravity and it does not ignite. Okay. So we actually need to make sure that the laser... Yeah, so that one only applies then, so this one should only shoot if you have... If has active potion, kryptonian, DNA. So that gives me another 54 minutes to go ahead and... Holy shit, 54 minutes? Sweet. Now we go ahead and do some more playtesting. I can't believe they all left me. Then again, it's kind of partially my fault for going so early. Alright, cool. You can't do anything there. Well, I don't want to clear it. Let's just get a chest. Hey, Superman and Solar. What? I think this is how I find out that a chest holds less inventory space than your inventory until you double it, in which case it then holds a little bit more. I don't know if that adds up. That doesn't... Huh? No, that adds up. Okay, it's fine. Let's go ahead and get me the blood syringe. I want to use it. I'm now a kryptonian again. I can shoot my lasers. So you can straight up just shoot a thing of breath. Okay, I need obsidian now. Obsidian. So we'll come here. Nope, no, I'm gonna... Alright, so let's just... That might be a problem when people, like, make worlds, you know? Actually, that could be a huge problem. That's gonna be a... Oh god. Very big problem. What happens if I just /kill at E? Oh no, that gets rid of him. Okay, so in hardcore worlds that could be a problem, but aside from that... Oh, there we go. Alright. Raw chicken. So you get the regeneration. Maybe I should do regen 3. Regen 3 mostly for that. I'm gonna give myself... You know, I want to be Superman. I look awesome, and I'll look even better when it's my skin wearing this. Ah, yes, the cape finally moves. It's not supposed to move that much, I don't think, but it's fine. Super speed. So yeah, the speed's really fast, but it's not as fast as the flash mod I made, so yeah. So you can run about as fast as you can fly. Yeah, so the freezing is definitely way better. Basically does nothing. So you can 3-punch a skeleton, or you can just do like a single. So you can kill them in 2 hits, basically. Woohoo! Yeah, with kryptonian abilities, you'll just defeat the game instantly. And since you don't need the Superman costume to use them, ow. So you can cook food, you can fly, you can run real fast, you're super strong, you're durable, you regenerate. Oh. So now we must create a very specific thing. We have to create a material pack of kryptonite. Of kryptonite. Yes, and we will have it be gem-based. It will be this green, I like the green. It'll be a 1. Boom. We now have all that, so now let's go ahead and just not that much. Can't even tell it was friggin' done. There we go. Instantly better texture. I do think it's kind of phenomenal. You can just add a noise bit to it, and it's like jumps up in texture quality. It's amazing. It's amazing. I don't know why I'm singing, but alright. Basically, I'm just giving myself 2 hours to do something, and then I have to just go ahead and apply a bunch of, what is the word, polishing at the end of these. I can't believe I still have some long left. Okay, so everything else that's actually in the mod should all have decent textures. Okay. So now, kryptonite triggers while main item in inventory tick. Kryptonite indeed. So if you have kryptonian on you, so if you are a kryptonian, it will add weakness, slowness, let's do hunger, 3, not instant damage, that will kill you, and we'll do nausea with level 0.5, so level 1. Boom. So that'll instantly weaken you. And we want that to be in there if you have any kryptonian item on you at all. Does this not have an in inventory? One block added. When entity falls in the block. When player starts to destroy. Oh. Alright. So now we just want to go through and do when tool and inventory. All of these. So yeah. So kryptonite sword, so it should be when living entities hit with tool. Yeah. So we'll do the axe too. Might as well do them all, though I don't see why you would fight with them, but I mean, I have the time to, so why not? Alright, I gotta go remove that before it goes bad. Alright, they need a different spawning. Creature 5, 1 to 4. Biomes where they spawn. That's not gonna be a thing. Okay. Kryptonite armor. So, yeah, alright. So, kryptonite basically just weakens them, but they still have a fair amount of what they can do. So if you're sprinting, it'll add slowness with level 10. Okay, so now we need to go test this. So it won't directly outright hurt you, but it will drastically weaken you, which should get it to a fair fight? Maybe? I don't have a way to test it though, so... I mean, I can't test, like, the kryptonite if it'll work against you, so... Oh, wait. Hold on. /time, set day. Boom. Alright. I need to take this species. Ooh. Yeah, so if you have a kryptonite sword, wow, you are slow. And trying to run results in you being unable to move. But you can still fly, shoot lasers, and frost breath. But yeah, don't try to run. You will be rendered virtually unable to move unless you get rid of it. In which case you get back all of your powers. Which means I recommend never taking any of this off because one very simple bad thing, because if I go ahead and if I just yoink like the kryptonian chestplate and then curse the binding and then anvil, so like say you're going along and you have the kryptonite chestplate and you're like do, and then someone, you know, tricks you and they trigger and oops, well now you can't ever take it off, so now you can't ever run ever again until it breaks. You have to basically fly everywhere or just be super slow. Like, yeah, you are slow as frick. And you gotta fly. What? Die. Nice, I hit it. Okay, so if I just go into creative mode and toss that, so I can fly over here /TP at E dev. What? Why do I have that stuff again? Yep, they're not any sort of level of resistance to your power. You're definitely one of the most powerful beings on the planet here. Die. Okay. So, kryptonite works, you can become Superman and stuff. Basically, I just need to make it so that the sound effect is good and then keep with polishing, and then I should be good. It's not the best Superman mod, and there's a lot I want to add, but there's just not enough time, and if I start doing it, it's going to look weird. Like, I want to add an animation, but I don't have... I have 34 minutes, but I can't really... Let's see, so if I start flying... Is there... Hold on. If I come into here and, like... Yeah, no, there's not even a way to check how fast you're actually flying, you know? On ground. Use left-handed, no. Execute command. Get frozen percentage, what? Number of oxygen, session ID, step height, shoot power. No gravity. Attack swinging. I don't know how to make a check for if you're flying or not, so I can't. So if I just drop into here, I should be able to just hang out for a while. / tick, sprint, 60 seconds. Because it's 10, yeah, see. So that means you lose 2 every 60 seconds, which means you have about 5 minutes underwater, I think. So, boom. Let's do it again. Yeah, about 5 minutes underwater. So if I wasn't artificially increasing nothing, you would have about 5 minutes you could be underwater. Okay, so you got your frost, got your laser, you're super strong, you can fly, you're fast. What else can they do? I swear I'm missing something. Superman's powers. And then strength and vulnerability, basically we have that. I just gave it enhanced durability. Heat vision, freeze, see-through objects, X-ray. X-ray vision. Oh. How do I do that? I think the Minecraft kryptonians are gonna have to deal with without having X-ray vision. We have half an hour though. I never thought I would get to the end of one of these challenges, especially one I thought was going to be extremely difficult. And not only was I freaking around half the time, I got to the end and I could add another suit, but who would I add? Superboy? I'm gonna add Superboy. Young Justice Superboy. Superboy. So he could just be in the white suit. I could just say that, but I'm going to give him the black shirt. So, well, should I do that? Should I even bother with giving him the Superboy stuff? I have half an hour, so it's not like I'm time pressed. I'm going to do it. Okay, well, honestly, I just duplicate and then delete and then take this one and then take black, go down to the boots. I can paint bucket them. Superman black suit. I should also add in the black suit Superman. So we'll do body layer, arm layer, arm layer. Paint bucket. Alright. Because I'm pretty sure he still has... Oh, so I just get rid of that. Okay. Boom. And now if we put in the right arm and get rid of the body, we put in the left arm, we can go about here. Now if we just erase this next half. Do 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 do. I love how I sat here and I was like, I don't want to do it, it's gonna take forever, and then I'm done. I'm gonna add the gloves just because I like the gloves, you know? Get rid of the body. Boom, just like that. Does he have a belt? No. Why do I like the belt? Unfortunately, no, he doesn't have those, though. He does not have these. Unfortunately. I really like that red belt. Why did they not add him a red belt normally? Alright, well, it'll look fine, I guess. Texture. Superboy. Superman. And armor. Superboy. No helmet. No helmet there. Superboy. Left arm, right arm, left leg, right leg, and left leg 2, right leg 2. Boom, boom, boom. I forgot it needs a texture. Let's go ahead and add in. So for here, it would just be this and this. Basically, I just want to this, and then hit it with the Technofugal Future Ugle Superboy boots. Basically here, I just want... Alright, is that good? Yep. Oh, nope. Let's go ahead and just do that for the sake of doing it. Now if we do it, yeah. Superboy shirt and gloves. Superboy! And that features Technofugal. Okay. Properties. Put them all up by one. Set it into the kryptonians. So he won't have a cape, but that's not a problem. I'm gonna be honest. So that took us about just under 10 minutes, I would say. Which is kind of weird how it took that long at all. But it's fine, we still have another 20 minutes to just keep doing bug checking and stuff. Ooh. Ooh. Me likey. No, I'm not going to create a half Kryptonian. Why would I do that? Boom. Actually. No, I'll just make it so it's just the outfit. I don't want to do any specifications. Ow. You could almost fly with that, honestly. I really like this outfit. I don't know what it is, but it just seems so much more practical than Superman's. You know? Huh. Okay, we're gonna make one more outfit. And so for here, I want the sound to be item, armor, equip. Leather, armor, equip, and leather, armor, equip. If I come into here, why are there still so many blue ones? It didn't do anything. The frick? So in here, we're gonna go ahead and just paint bucket all of this stuff, basically. Let's stick with the paint bucket. And then we can have the black suit Superman. I think I might do something like this for the beetle texture. This wouldn't be a half bad texture. Oh god. And flip it so that all of the red is just white. Black suit Superman. So kind of like that. So the entire symbol needs to be white, which means I'll do like that. Yeah, that's gonna look nice. I'll just not that intense. Yeah, that should be good. Save as black suit Superman. Save that as an entity. And then we want a new armor, black suit Superman. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it the black suit. Okay. For now, I'm just gonna do a mix of this stuff. Closest for now, and then we'll have the hood part go there. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm just kind of filling up parts with this. I don't have anything to do. I'm just trying to like beef up the mod really. Everything I could do, I don't have the time for. I don't have the time for it anymore. Probably could have added animations, honestly, but I decided I didn't have the time for it, so I didn't do it, and now I really don't have the time for it. I mean, I really could try and stretch something in there, but I don't want to have to deal with the figuring out how to get it to detect when you're flying and stuff. Okay, so boost this one. For Ricky. Ricky, no! Black suit top. And now save it as an item, and then go. That can stay. And this, and we'll just bop, 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 bop. Black suit bottom. And then the hood. Black suit cape. Black suit Superman. Oh wait, no, aren't the feet like solid white? I don't know. I guess they're black most of the time, but I think I should leave them as the white ones. Because I'm pretty sure that just because I just flipped the colors, basically it's just the reverse flash suit all over again. I never want to do one of these streams ever again. I'm definitely going to have to hold off on doing another one of these challenges for a little while. It is starting to just be exhausting. Yep, the feet were... Okay, this suit is freaking amazing. I did not think it would genuinely look this good. Excuse me, you can shut up now. Oh, you're probably not used to burning, aren't you? Drowned. Eat the flesh of my enemies. What the frick is going on here? Dude, this costume actually looks so good. Oh my gosh. I'd want it just for the costume, bro. Oh my gosh, I haven't added a way to make any of the costumes. Crap. I'm gonna do it the same way I did last time. So, how long do I have? Oh my god, I have 12 minutes. Crap. Procedure, no, recipe. Craft solar suit. So it's going to be a, yeah, this. So for the solar suit, it'll be a leather chest plate, white dye. Leather. We'll tell you about it. And then, crap, what should I do for the last little bit? Let's just do, yeah, we'll do the kryptonian blood vial. Craft Solar Suit, Craft Solar Suit 2. This will be the leggings. Duplicate Solar Suit 3. Boots. And for the boots for the solar suit. Okay, and then while you have that, I'm going to make it so if you just recipe craft Superman chest, you'll have the solar suit in there, and you'll get that there. So if you just do white dye, I said white dye, and then let's not do the white dye. Actually, silly me, I want red, blue. I said blue. I said, the blue, the blue. I'm not even gonna think about how long I have left. Yellow, let's do some more blue. And then I'll do red up here. That'll be when you craft that. Then craft Superman legs. How long do I have left? Oh my god, I'm actually starting to stress. Blue, 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 blue. Red's done. Okay, so now I want, oh gosh, light blue. No, I'll just do more leather. Recipe, craft Superman boots. Dude, I'm so terrified right now. I genuinely, like, it's screaming in my brain, you're not gonna make it, you're not gonna make it, you're not gonna make it. And I'm just like, shut up. I screwed and fricked and went around, and now I'm finding out. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, you can now craft the full Superman costume, so now if you just recipe dye super top Superman that with some black dye. I'll give you the Superman that, and then recipe dye super cape with some white dye. Dye super pants. Superman and the black. Oh my gosh. Dye super shoes. Oh my goodness. Superman, white, black suit Superman, Superman. Okay, now I need to go make sure they're all shapeless. Okay, now I need to make it so you can craft Superman's cape, and I'm gonna do that by... Let me make cape. And, leather, 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 string, 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 and red dye, and red dye. We'll get you the Superman cape. Okay, that's all of that. So now we need it, so we want to craft Superboy. Craft Superboy chest and craft Superboy legs, and then craft Superboy boots. Oh my god. Just switch out this for black, honestly. That's the only thing I can think of. Okay. Boom. As good as I think we'll get. Let's take off the leather and do more blue. And do a red here. Why? Well, no, that should be fine for Superboy. And for here, we just want... Well, because does Superboy have black boots? Yeah, he's got black boots. So, get rid of all of these. Okay. Craft Superboy. Boom, boom. Crafts Superboy. Boom, boom. Superboy. Okay. That's all there. We should be able to make everything, and we have 1 minute and 30 seconds left. I need to see if there's anything else that's missing. So you can make all of the armors now. You can make the cape. Okay, I think that's everything. I shouldn't need anything else. We should be good to just let this run out with its last minute. I kind of can't believe that I genuinely just spent the last 3 hours of my life doing nothing but making a Superman mod. Oh, this is exhausting. What are you doing, kitty cat? Alright, 30 seconds left, people. There we go. Time is officially up. We're going to launch this one last time so that we can do a quick run through, and then the stream will be ending. Which is kind of crazy. You know, the fact that I just made 2 mods in the last 2 days. Wow. It's gonna take me probably a few days to edit this video though. Okay, so slash time set day. Oh, dude, this looks so good. So, armor. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Black Suit Superman. No, I forgot to. Oh, frick. At least that one has it. And this first one, I can't believe. The only one that doesn't have suit up sound effects is the. Frick. I mean, I got 4 suits and a full power set, so I'm not gonna be upset. And I also made the way so you can get it in survival, so it's survival friendly. Holy crap, I can't believe I did it. But you know what we are gonna do now? We're gonna save and quit. We're gonna go out. We're gonna let all this collapse. We're gonna extract it as is. We're gonna export it. Don't wanna go nowhere. We'll load up this. Then we'll add it to my Turtles the Flash. The Kryptonians. And now we can launch this. So yeah, I guess the stream isn't gonna end instantly. But this is officially one of my longer streams now. Sitting in this chair for this long is kind of brutal, honestly. Actually, if I'm gonna be for real, totally for real. And that, my good friends, is why you don't spam buttons while something's trying to load. You know, I'm gonna be pretty convinced it was me spamming buttons, but yeah, so I'm just gonna turn off the mouse so I don't, do that. If it crashes again, I'm just gonna end the stream here and I'll have to figure out why it's doing that, but yeah, so I think it was because I kept spamming it and I was trying to understand what the frick I was doing. So it was loading just fine until I started doing that. But yeah, if it crashes again, then, well, ooh, 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 ooh. There are currently words going through my mind that you don't want to hear. We're gonna check and make sure this isn't broken. See, I don't know what the frick Modrinth did lately, but you can't add or take away mods without, like, the entire game crashing. Like, if you have mods set up, don't add or remove, because it will break everything. Like, they had it set up so good, and now it's just not. See, it loaded up just fine there. Ugh. I'm not about to make a whole new one tonight just so I can go through that. So, thanks for sticking around for the stream. Most people probably have left. Honestly, I wouldn't blame you at this point. I mean, why am I still going? So, we'll get back to some of these other series.